Well, teachers might have a new way to communicate with their students. A University of Toronto graduate has created a website that allows students to let their teachers know when they're confused during lectures with just one click. Liam Kaufman is the creator of understoodit.com and is here with us right now. So Liam, great idea.
Thank you.
How does this work?
It's very, very simple. So it works in a web browser, either on your phone, a tablet, or a laptop.
Okay.
And in lecture, when a student is confused, they can just click confused or understood. And then in real time, the professor can see what percentage of the class is confused.
Okay, now, so there we have some image. You can see somebody doing it. So basically, as that happens, then it kind of takes a tally, right? On the left is the confused side, on the right is the understood, and then the professor knows the percentage of how many get it or don't get it.
Precisely.
How'd you come up with this idea?
In very large classes, students just don't put up their hand. And at the same time, we all have these gadgets, and I was wondering if we could use these gadgets to help solve this problem. And so I started working on this in December, and I showed the idea to a professor, and he loved it, and he wanted to use it right away. So we trialed it in 3 classes. It went really well, and I spent the last 3 months working on it full time. And currently there is a professor at Purdue, there's several teachers in Seneca, Humber, a teacher in China, South Korea.
Wow.
There's over 1,000 people using it right now.
And that's in the span of what, 5 months or something like that?
So actually, we just launched about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So most of these people have just started using it in the last 2 weeks. It's been fantastic.
Wow, it's really going viral in many sense. Okay.
It is.
And so how do you plan on expanding understoodit.com?
Well, at this point, we're just getting feedback from different teachers and educators and finding out that they're using it in a lot of different ways. I mean, there's been some really surprising things. There's been a Baptist church that signed up for it, which was completely surprising to us. So we're just getting feedback and finding out what they want.
And how can professors use this site? I mean, is there a cost to them?
So right now it's free for the summer, and we just want to get feedback and find out what needs to be added to make it better. And then in the fall, we're probably going to be exploring different ways of having a monthly cost depending on what features they use and how many people they have connected.
How important do you think it is for professors to be in the know when it comes to social media and things like that? Because this is very much connected to that, right? It's students on their BlackBerry, on their iPhones. They're going to be tweeting and texting and emailing anyways during the class, but now they can actually be telling the professor without talking to them. So how important is that in this day and age?
I think right now the truth is that a lot of students are actually just using Facebook in class, right? And so rather than having them using their computer for things that aren't necessarily constructive, they're now using their computer or their phone for things that might actually help learning.
And I mean, what are the students saying to you? I guess it's kind of hard because a lot of the university students are out of school right now, but have you gotten feedback from students themselves? Yeah,
so right now there are summer classes, so professors are using it in their summer classes. And actually I just got some feedback from a high school teacher who said that his students actually love it.
Really?
So there's been some really positive feedback so far.
I went on the site. I know we were showing some visuals of it. I went on the site, and one thing I was confused by was that it just said the professor's name, and then understand, or is it understand? What is it? What's the two things?
Confused and understood.
See, I'm already confused. Confused and understand. But one thing I thought is if you put an actual subject heading, then it's even more specific. But it's all, I guess, you're learning the kinks as you go. You're working on all of them.
Exactly. Yeah. The goal was to make it as simple as possible initially, and then start to add things based on feedback.
All right, Liam Kaufman, the creator of understoodit.com. Very creative. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Stay with us.